There we go. All right, all right, all right. I'm here, present. We are on day 7. We have Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. And that's it. But the picture that is in the thumbnail, I have to tell you, welcome to Be So Light. My name's Felicia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. United States, welcome. Hint, hint, hint. Oh my God, what a day today. I took that picture when I was driving home after picking up some cat food for the cats and grabbing a couple of things for myself. And I looked at the sky and it was just so beautiful to see this crystalline plasmic light coming through the artificial clouds and how everything was so blanket with that energy. They were breaking through it with strong rays of light, and I was just like, that is so beautiful. At first when I saw it, it was just like this little light gray kind of appearance, streaks in the sky. But then when I kept looking at it, it got wider in its bands, and it just really was so pretty to look at. And I said, oh my goodness. So today we step into our galactic calendar of 12/18 of a Thursday. This is kin number 9. This is the red solar moon. I pulse in order to purify, realizing flow. I seal the process of universal waters. With the solar tone of intention, I am guided by the power of life force. The color is red. The planet is Mercury. The chakra is the root, and Earth family gateway. So, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Hold on a second. Let me get the root one. Yeah, I'll use this one. Okay. Every culture has its particular set of image and symbols that defines the nature of mind and consciousness in everyday life. We're working with 6-dimensional mental spheres, subliminal consciousness. Here, we are working in the 6-dimensional limbic force field and hyperneutronic limbic telepathic. We are at gate 402. So, with that being said, we do have a rune, and let me see if I can find it. That'll start our day off. I love these cards. These are really nice cards. I love the fact that they have the rune and the medicine with it. Oh, this is interesting. I've been watching a lot of Austin Powers, some of the old movies, because they have them on Pluto. And I remember when I watched my first one, then watched the second one, and watched the third one. And those type of movies never get old because they just make you laugh, because there's so much in these movies. You're bound to miss something that was said, and you're gonna go back and say, oh, I missed that the first time around when it came on. Okay, so here is the rune, the Kenza, and this is going to be with the plant called horny goat weed. I'm like, oh. Now, I remember when I was working in a health food store, and men would come in looking for the horny goat weed. So this is going to be on page 37. Well, what's happening? Okay, here it is. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Boom. That's it. Okay, now I'm going to switch out of here, because I know it takes time to get everything going. Nehato kurosundira na ita kotina. Nehera a suturi kurina. Okay. All right, all right, all right. We're going to do this. Okay, and all right, got that in there. All right, so I can see what's going on. So here it is, the Kinza. Okay, and this one is about passion, sexuality, excitement, desire, heat, illumination, torch, creativity, trust, T, the truth, spark of life. The reversal would be lethargic, burned out, lack of creativity, disinterest. And this one goes into what to contemplate. Do I find empowerment with freedom? Wait, do I find empowerment and freedom in my sexuality? Hi, lovely. Do I find empowerment and freedom in my sexuality? That's a good one for people to look at. Of the desires and fires that dramatic duel is born, keepers of the external flame and wells within, the Kenza and horny goat weed brew a potion, of passion intended to sedate a deep primal hunger. Drink of the divine elixir and let it anoint your lips. Proudly remove the shackles of shame and fear. This pair imparts the wisdom to honor sacred pleasures and invite one to explore their mysteries and magic unapologetically with a sense of curiosity, adorn, and self-love. So when you see this symbol, we're dealing with the pursuit of knowledge, the quest for intimacy and sensual pleasure, and desire to transform emotions into artistic expressions. Okay, so if you see me step away for a few seconds, it's because I have a pie in the oven for the little one to eat, a turkey pot pie. She wanted a turkey pot pie, so I'm heating it up. Landscape shedding light on hidden truths and paths amidst the darkness and ensuring their safety along the way. Now, horny goat weed is an aphrodisiac and sexual rejuvenator. To receive a good humorous name when a goat herder noticed some random behaviors in his herd after they snacked on the mysterious plant. So that's how they came up with the name. Well, I think that it's making my goats horny. So they came up with horny goat weed. Can you imagine? I have to go there because it's my personality to make a joke out of this right now. Can you imagine being a herder back in the ancient times and you're wondering why all of a sudden the goats are snacking on this one weed and all of a sudden they're acting very peculiar. They're acting more like sensuous with each other, doing all kind of crazy active, they're exploring of each other. And do you think maybe they were just kind of standing there and they were like, I wonder what kind of weed they're eating there. I don't understand. Every time I walk by, I see them eating those weeds. And they crash their head, and somebody probably comes around and says, well, they look like they're kind of horny. Well, yeah. I know. We'll call it horny goat weed. That's what we'll call it. And here we are today talking about it. Oh my God, what hell? Oh my goodness. It's right up there with when your guides are watching you. Now, I don't know if a lot of you are paying attention to the sensitivity of your spirit guides around you. Are you feeling like a presence that you can feel a lot more around you? Now, I'm going to go back to the thumbnail, the picture I took earlier today of these beautiful towering rays of light coming through the clouds of obscure, um, coming through the artificial clouds of whatever to kind of make it look like we can't see the blue sky up there. And then the rays were just so beautiful the way they were coming through. So I want you to think about something. When your guides are around you, they're watching everything with you. Now, keep in mind, they cannot interfere with you unless it's free will, or unless they see something that's going to be really catastrophic and they have to step in and help because something was trying to take you off the planet. So here we are. They watch everything you do. They're watching how you say things to yourself. They're watching your interaction. They're watching you cringe when you have to go into a grocery store. They're watching you shake your head when you pay for the stuff. They're watching you when you're scrolling through TV and your phones and looking at you saying, why are you wasting your time on that? You already know the answers to that. And then they really watch you when you're watching this man that's supposed to be representing the United States, but there's several copies of him or actors running around looking like him. Who knows at this point of the game on the Matrix here what's really going on? Well, a lot of us know what's really going on. But anyway, when you see this person constantly repeat the same thing over and over and over, there's really no decoding it except counting a number of times something's being said and certain amount of numbers that are being said. And you have to kind of look at the numbers and add them up and then decode all that. Yes, it's a lot of work down here. All of us should really get a raise. Don't you think you should just get a raise? Don't you think you should get a raise for being on this planet? You should get like a huge like wealth payment that comes to you and takes care of everything that you need. It's on the way, just to let you know. So as I was looking at those rays, I immediately hear this. Do you see the crystalline light? I go, yeah, I do. And I'm just snapping pictures and I'm saying, so beautiful. So yes, we're imprinting everything on the planet right now. It's imprinting on everything. There's no overriding us. We cannot be overridden. We can't be override. And I just kind of stood there in awe of looking at it because it's so pretty when you see it. You're looking at it and the first thing that comes to my mind is this is creator, divine God energy coming down through the clouds like these fingertips like this and saying, I'm touching Mother Earth. Look at that. And now as I touch Mother Earth, it's all going to just spread out all over the place. So I really, really like when I saw that, and the picture was just amazing. And I said, even though I'm taking a picture of it, when you're looking at it in person, it's so beautiful. It just kind of takes your breath away and makes you say, my gosh, that is gorgeous. The light, the way it comes through is gorgeous. All right, lovelies, someone pick between 0 and 93 so we can see how our medicine's going to line up. Now, this medicine for tonight, we're going to talk about the crystalline plasma. And I'm going to have you step into your own crystalline plasma charge up. So I think it's just kind of time for you to have that. But before we do that, let's just step into what is our sacred rebel. What are we still rebelling about on this day and time? What is our rebel saying? And the first one that puts the number in is the one that I take. Now, tomorrow, the 3-eye atlas is supposed to be the closest towards Earth. And I already know what that atlas energy is going to be doing. It's already doing it, really, to be honest. It really is already doing it. But I really, really have to give my hats off to Team Light and really kind of put a shout out there. He had a guest on by the name of David today, and I haven't finished watching all of it. I'm going back to go watch the video again, Team Light, and just kind of dive into some of the things that they were talking about, because it's really important to kind of listen to it, because everyone's bringing part of the puzzle to the table. So when everyone is bringing parts to the table, you kind of want to start connecting the dots. And I love what they were saying about the children that are coming in, because this has always been my biggest thing about the babies coming in right now, and how some of the xenomorphs were going after the babies through the mothers by having them take things, and 22 got it. Take things that wasn't okay to be taking. You know what I'm saying? So that wasn't okay. So they started talking about, he saw it up in the higher realms as he looked down, and there was this baby being born, and it's the only baby that was being born at that certain timeline. It's already here, the baby, and it's a female. 7th dimensional child is on the planet right now, whose light was so strong it activated the whole grid system and everyone else to get up and let's go. So this baby has been born, and it is just just talking about it, I'm getting goosebumps. She's 7th dimension baby. So this is the time where we actually have to look at ourselves and say, okay, am I willing to give myself permission to go beyond my comfort zone of what I think I'm capable of, versus going into your comfort zone of knowingness. So, and also Lily Nova, she has a good program on us right now through Portal to Ascension, and that one is dealing with the Lyras and the 3-eye Atlas and galactic knowledge. So right now, it looks like the most beautiful thing right now that's happening is we're all getting this notification to take action. We're all getting the notification, wake up. We're all getting the notification of, hey, it's time to, the conference. She's pretty cool. Oh, you met her at the conference. Yes, that's so cool. She's going to be at another conference with Laura Eisenhower. So that whole Portal to Ascension is a really neat group. And I would highly suggest, if you've never watched any of the videos on YouTube, to tap into that, because it's a lot of information that's coming through right now through different star representation beings who are here to bring that information in. So definitely. Oh, okay. So we do have our number 22 to reveal in Aura Soma. So let's step into our message of the day that is still working through. How did everyone's project last night go? Were you able to make your shield? Were you able to go and do that and get that activated for yourself? Just to take a look at it. I hope you were able to get that going. So today we're going to step into the crystalline light activation of self. So the first card of the Rebel is going beyond normal. I love this. Yes. Going beyond normal. Look at the buttons all around her head. Look at all the gears. She's got a key she has in her mouth and she's looking up and she's like, I don't fit in with the normal, but she's looking up because she is gazing into the connection of the third eye. She's looking up at that. She's also has the light bulb above the head. So what is the thought process? What is she feeling connected to? And that's a number 14, which is a 5, which is bringing in change. So it says going beyond normal. On the path of life, there are deciding moments where we can choose to go with the mainstream or we can dare to take a bolder, more authentic and trusting way, even if it seems riskier or less safe. To rely solely on logic and science without incorporating the mysteries and the magics is a recipe for existence that is far too dry. I love that. That is so true. I only read a snippet of it because it goes on forever and ever. But it does have a healing process of words that we can say, which I always like. Says, say out loud, I now call on unconditional love, and I ask for the blessings of the heart to be witnessed and sanctioned by the great universal creator, so that I may rise above small mindless and use the best of what human culture has to offer in service to love through my own free will. So be it. And in the conclusion of this is, may the wisdom and the guiding hand of the great gardener who works with the unconditional love nurture the garden of my soul into magnificence. I dare to live creativity from my heart and thrive. Beautiful. Beautiful. That is going beyond the normal. I love that. And now when we look at what is the resurrection for it, stepping into the resurrection, we look at blind faith, number 20. And that too gives us things about getting in a medicine bath. Oh, yes, I was in a good medicine bath yesterday. Oh my gosh. Medicine baths are so needed right now if your body has just been feeling kind of weird. And I had to pick up some more of my favorite. I have some extra ones, but I got another extra pack because I'm taking 3 of these now just to kind of work with my body, and I love them. I love chewing on them because they're great flavor. It's like kind of like this, I don't know, grape thing I got going on. Love it. But they're so good, and you will find as our body is picking up and we got all this energy going through, it's really kind of hard on our bodies right now. So you really want to stay true to it. And here's our favorite word I've been saying all week. So blind faith is complete, Trust. Trust. Sometimes seeing is believing, but in the case you are being asked to trust, trust in the process, trust in yourself, in all you have invested in of yourself. You might not see it manifest just yet, but that doesn't mean that it is not on its way and that it is coming to you. So, this is a reminder you cannot see atoms until they come together to manifest something tangible. So, you got to have faith and you have to have trust. So, it looks like going beyond that. So, what have we forgotten? Number 12, the cleansing. Getting into that water. Some of you are already stepping into the waters and you're getting that cleansing on. So now we're looking at the cleansing. What have we forgotten? So the message in this, remember, these cards are dual cards. These are the ones someone's thinking to themselves, what does that look like? Okay, that's what that card comes in a box of. Okay, there. So ocean of consciousness. Ooh, I love it. So here the really fun part of the whole human experience thing. We're all a part of the ocean of consciousness. We can and do feel other people's energies, and sometimes that energy comes from energies that are not so good and can leave us feeling not clear. So here they have a little saying at the bottom, say, may we all remember how to walk in the light. May we all be reminded of how to return to the rhythm and the receptivity of nature. May our burdens be lifted, our energies cleansed, and may souls prevail over our egos. May we speak to ourselves and act with love, kindness, service, and compassion. May we be kind to others, and may we receive calm seas and deep compassion on our journeys. Wow, this is a really good read. This is something I would really happy that we had this connection with the flow of the energy of how this reading is going, because it's wrapping up this part of it as we're stepping into the next few days, as we're kind of moving this energy to start matching with stepping into our winter solstice energy. If you're on the other side of the planet, then you're probably dealing more with the summer solstice. I think it's summer solstice. So this is bringing in that part of us not wanting to stay stuck or be in the same of the same, to kind of like going beyond the norm, and then blind face, and then trust, and staying in the cleansing factor when we get overloaded with too many emotional things that are coming up. And a lot of us are having that. A lot of you are experiencing those things that are coming up from the past. Things that'll go like, oh, whoa, why am I thinking about that just now? Why is that on my mind? So let's take a look at number 31. It says, in the hand, the universe is your partner. In the hand, the universe is your partner. Number 31. Look at that. There it is again. And look. Fingertips. Remember what I was saying? It looked like it was fingers coming down, those rays of light. Look at that. That's crazy. Rays of lights on the fingertips. That's crazy. So this is the card of the Shaman Dreams. The Shaman Dream card. So number 31 for that, just by looking at it, we're looking at the rays of lights. It says here, feeling secure, taken care of, the universe is your partner. Feeling secure, feeling taken care of, the universe is your partner. Now, this is where I like to go have fun and say things like, I have a wonderful boss. My boss makes sure that I'm well taken care of. My boss makes sure that my money comes in the way it's supposed to. My boss makes sure that all my needs are being met on divine timing. I'm not talking about a human boss. I'm talking about the one creator. That's my boss. That's the one I work for. That's the one that makes sure my bonuses in life comes in a very divine way. All of us are getting our bonuses, but we're not recognizing them. We're not recognizing those moments when you get that bing. You got to recognize that. Okay, I'm going to go check on the pie real quick. I'll be right back. This is a great time to get some water for yourself. Let me go take a look at this. Be right back. I smell it. I hear the ice cubes. Are you not eating? Where? Oh, there you are. Okay. It's on there. Now, what do you do? Burn it. Wow. That's going to be a blister. Oh, that really is going to be not good. What do you do? I burned it. Okay. It's wrapped up. It's still doing its thing. No, it's over there. Yeah. So if you want to pile into that, you gotta let it cool off. Oh, there's sunlight. I see sunlight. All right, hold on a second, you guys. I see sunlight. I see sunlight. Wow, that sun's not kidding. And at nighttime, it's really kind of different because I'm seeing things that's really weird, like how bright the sky is at night. It's so weird. And I'm like, look how bright the sky is. Okay, so this is our Shaman Dream Medicine card for tonight. Here's the prompt question. When you see this, do you feel safe? When you see the hand, Creator's hand, holding you up, do you trust it? Do you trust Creator's hand? And I'm talking about the true Creator. I'm not talking about the made up energy. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about the true Creator that you come from. Do you trust it? Because if you're not trusting, I highly suggest you do your cleansing. Step into the waters of the South to remember who you are. Notice how stepping into the water, you got the light beaming down. There's this crystalline water connection here, forming that pyramid. Look at that. Yeah, see, in Spiral Light, as a practitioner, you deal with pyramid work all the time. That's what we do. Now, number 22 is picked, and it says yellow and pink rebirther bottle. Awakening. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is number 22. That's a master number. So this one goes out to Marty, who picked this one. Okay. Okay, so this is the color. It's the yellow and the pink right there. That's your bottle. Yellow and the pink. Okay. Okay, here we go. Rebirther, bottle of awakening, the yellow, pink, together, the pale gold. It works with the solar plexus. The card in Tarot it represents is the Fool. It's the I Ching, it's the mountain above, fire below, which is number 22 is grace. The main theme is love without dependency. Love without dependency. Affirmation of this is I breathe in love. I breathe out love. I breathe in love. I breathe out love. Love it, love it, love it. And here we have, for the positive aspects of it, a teacher of the new eon who lives spirituality in a grounded manner, is in contact with the divine intelligence, and therefore feels liberated, is in touch with his or her own external aspects, communicates knowledge in such a way that is easily understood by everyone, and puts determination behind every action. The spiritual part of this initiates spiritual rebirth. It brings about deep self-forgiveness, supports recognition of the divine spark within. That forgiveness part is a key for a lot of us because there's some things we need to look at and forget. Now, on the emotional level, it's going to reduce the aggravated need for love. It's going to aid in coping with unrequired love and unresulted problems. It helps a person deal with fear, shock, dependency, and codependency. The physical part, it balances all the glands and digestive system and skin. And it's used in rebirthing therapy. It helps the client and the therapist to attune to the process. The substance has to do with the passage of I assure you that whoever does not accept the reign of God like a little child shall not partake in it. So it works with that innocent aspect of ourselves. Love that. So we're going to use that. I'm going to use that color, that yellow and that pink. All right. In part of closing with our medicine, before we go into our crystalline process, I thought it would be nice to bring out light stars, celestial frequencies, to kind of start bringing in the frequency aspects since we are getting closer with some really interesting changes. Now, Meg Moonbeam talked about in astrology yesterday how we are literally sitting in the center of the galactic center right now. And it looks really beautiful and pretty. And so there's a lot of intense energies going on with some planets that are squared. And I'm like, oh, that's really cool. So that explains why when I go to sleep at night now, I'm feeling that this really deep, like nurturing energy around me. It's really intense, but it feels so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm pulling 3 of these cards. And when I show these cards, you just need to look at the colors, take a deep breath in, exhale it out so the cards will activate into your body. So the first one is called Solutions. This one has beautiful galactic dream stars, number 19, Solutions. So just take a deep breath in and breathe that in and exhale it out. There you go. And now when we look at number 17, we're looking at rejuvenation, purification, the healing shield. This one is an activator also. Take this in. Breathe. Exhale it out. Good. Okay, and the next one, it says transmutation, cellular intelligence, 39. And this is an activation card also. And here we are again with the waters. We have the crystals. There's the crystalline light of itself. Okay, so This is a perfect opportunity for you to really get in tune with the self, to really bring in that energy. And so we're going to start and end with our medicine of the crystalline plasmic activation. So now I just want you to get comfortable, drink a little bit of water if you need to. How's everybody doing? Is everyone good? Hope everyone's good. Please put likes on the videos. It helps to get it through the algorithm. All right. I got it all situated because I have to implement them in. So everyone remember, the colors we're going to be looking at also and working with is that yellow and pink. Okay, just get that in your mind, that yellow and pink. And because we're starting off in that root chakra, I'm going to use the root wah-wah. Okay, taking a nice deep breath, inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale in. Exhale it out. Inhale in again. And exhale it out. We're opening up through the root. And then we'll go into a higher tone. Now, just taking a deep breath. Make sure your eyes are closed. Make sure you're comfortable. And exhale out. And just allow a beautiful ray of light that sits right above your soul star. And this beautiful ray of light is descending down through your crown, through your third eye. It's relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your neck and your shoulders, dropping down in those neck and your shoulders. This ray of light is now descending down through your throat chakra. And allow that energy to just now move all the way down into your heart space. And here in the heart space, say, I am present. I am connected to my divine sacred heart. I am present. And as the beautiful light moves down into the solar plexus, down into the sacral, down into the root, the light moves down through the hips, down through the legs, releasing all the tension, down into the feet and the ankles, down into the earth star, and finally into the water star. And now I just want you to allow yourself to just feel this beautiful vibration of water underneath your feet. Feel the current, feel the waves of this water underneath your feet. Being connected to the water. Feeling the rejuvenation coming through underneath your feet and this transmutation of cells. Moving your cells up into the higher. Now, just take a look at the waters and feel the waters. Feel the color yellow. Feel the color yellow. Feel the color pink. And now you will feel the color yellow and pink, how it starts to slowly spiral around you. Spiraling all around you. And as it spirals around you, here is where we call in the beautiful divine crystalline plasma. Say, I now call in, I now invoke and speak to the crystalline plasma, the crystalline divine light plasma. Share with me right now the frequency of rejuvenation, the frequency of going beyond the norm, allowing me to feel the connection of the universe as my partner, feeling the galactic dream star activation of myself in connection. Allow me to start feeling purification. And I sit in blind faith and I trust the process. Taking a nice deep breath here. Inhale and hold the breath. Exhale it out. Beautiful. Just breathe. And allow yourself to just sit within this beautiful crystalline plasma. Feel the vibration. Feel how soothing the light is. Feel how the vibration of 3 and 9 and 9, how that energy moves and creates the Trinity all around you. Breathing in the essence of the beautiful yellow and the beautiful pinks that allows your cells of every part of your being, on your DNA, your RNA, your mitochondria, allows you to just be in the essence of this energy. Breathe, inhale, exhale. Feel the vibration as it increases, raising it up to 100 billion light per milliseconds, feeling that vibration, feeling the grounding energy as it moves down through this bottom of your feet, down into the higher center core of Mother Earth's new higher grid energy and higher timeline, into her crystalline vibrational heart self. Feel that connection. Breathe. Feel the pulse and the wave sensation coming through as this vibration of the crystalline plasma talks to every part of your cells, all of your organs, aligning your chakras, aligning and clearing any stuck energy in the meridians. Breathe. Moving out anything that should not be in your space that is stuck and is not yours to carry. Allow this beautiful crystalline energy to just come in, bring in healing and that alignment and a rebirthing of spark energy, of creativity into your body. Let this now balance in the emotional self, the mental self, the physical body, and the spiritual self. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. And taking another deep breath, deep. Hold the breath. Exhale it out. Feel the divine connection as it travels at a rapid charge up through the back of the spine, starting at the tailbone, moving all the way up through the spine, up to the atlas of the skull. Breathe. Allow the third eye to expand in the energy. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. As you are within this beautiful energy at this moment, at this time, this is where you ask the question of activating what needs to be activated for you in this very moment that you can utilize as a part of your gifts, being of service for yourself as well as for others around you, of what you are here to do as part of your purpose. Taking a nice deep breath. Exhale it out. Breathe. Just be in this moment. Allow the energy to move into the divine heart of you as it pulses all the way around the heart. Expands all the way down through the legs, to the feet, and back up the feet, all the way up through the legs, all the way up to the top of the soul star. Breathe. Be in this moment. Breathe. Beautiful. And now take both hands and slowly, palms are turned up, as though you're lifting up rays of light. And now you bring them together in prayer position, right at the mid part of the heart space. Pressing hands together. Take a breath here. Exhale it out. Feel the activation. The waves might increase. Spin might increase. Hold the hands firmly together. Allow the activation to move down the spine, through the torso, down through the hips. Breathe. Let it go on a ah. Excellent. And when you're ready, open the hands and just place the hands over the heart space. And breathe, connecting with your heartbeat. Feel into that crystalline. Feel the vibration. Feel how it centers you and is releasing anything that's pent up, anything that is stuck. And just simply say, I allow myself to release anything that is stuck at this moment in my body. And now see the crystalline energy as it moves deeper into every part of your being and expands itself out into your light body self. Energizing the light body, supercharging it up. Breathe. Inhale, exhale. And now allow yourself to just come back into your space. The crystalline energy will stay with you, vibrating at a very nice vibration for you. And as you go to sleep tonight, just know that this energy is holding you, is connecting you through all divineness of divine source creator. Just know that. As it brings in deeper, deeper, deeper healing on anything that you need healed or released. And with that being said, bring awareness to your fingertips and to your toes. Wiggle them, coming back into space, but knowing that this energy is with you and that it will be a part of all of the wonderful energies that are taking place right now in our universe. Only the high divine energy, benevolent light, can be in your space. Nehekaro suturo nara riela na hosi. Nara aanika suturo era. Senere riela suturo era. Nahasa. Breathe. And when you are ready, slowly open your eyes at a gaze. And when you are back, just press a love hearts. Send up some love hearts. That just lets me know you made it back in. Okay, lovelies. Tomorrow we're going to step a little bit more into some deeper medicine for tomorrow. I don't know what my day is looking like tomorrow. I'm not seeing a lot of craziness going on. But there'll probably be some craziness on our planet with all the stuff with 3i Atlas. And I just say gently, just take everything with a use discernment on what you hear and check in with your heart space if that's something that aligns with you or not, because there's just some people that are running an agenda of false energy, and you don't need your energy to be going into falsehood. Okay. All right, lovelies, it's been my pleasure to be here with you. I am going to go make myself a beautiful dish of food to sit and eat and partake of. And I wish all of you a wonderful evening and enjoy watching this later on if you feel called. And thank you for being here. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for supporting me. I ask each and every one of you to just be in your divineness of who you are. You came here with a purpose and you want to be in this. I like the front of this box. This is one of the reasons why I bought it. It says resurrection. Welcome to your life. This is where we kind of step into that part of ourselves and you honor yourself and start living with that energy of balance and that knowingness and being connected. And you know what? Hold on a second. I'm looking at something here. This is that plasmic light, that crystalline, that light that's coming off of them. There you go. All right, lovelies. Be good to yourself. Much love. Enjoy the rest of your evening.